Hey, this is Noah. I'm just doing a quick video about Google Calendar organization um, and like the easy way that I do it. And before I do that, I just want to quickly talk about why we organize in the first place. So one of the main reasons that we organize is to lay out what we need to do, and in that way it becomes a lot less overwhelming. We spend less time thinking about doing it and more time actually doing it. So that frees up more mental effort for other things. And sometimes organization can seem like it's making things more complicated. And I mean, it can if you're doing it wrong, but usually that's not the case. You have to look at the product of it. So, up front, looking at this calendar, it might look a little complex. And if I were to tell you about, let's say, how I keep my bathroom or my room clean, it might seem to you to be a little complex. But after you spend a bit of time developing the system, then you can just learn to do it without even thinking about it. And that's really helpful for keeping things tidy, always being on top of things, and never worrying about things. So, for example, my bathroom. Um, at one point, I just did a deep clean, and then I set a few rules. Like, I found a place for everything to be put back into. Um, every time I use a towel, I'll fold it and put it back, like to dry my hands or something. After drying my hands, I'll fold it and put it back where it was. Um, every time there gets to be water on the counter, I'll wipe it up with a towel. Like, having all of these little rules seems complex, but once you see them in action, it makes things a lot simpler because it's actually narrowing down what you need to do, and it's narrowing down your decisions essentially. Calendar helps with that as well. Any kind of organization will help with that. It makes it simpler to see what you need to do and when you're going to do it. If you set some rules, if you have a calendar, if you develop a system. So anyway, back to Google Calendar. So there are a few things I do on here. There are the events and there are reminders. So as you can see, I need to bring my stick bag to band on Tuesday because now we're in concert band. So I just set that for myself because I know I'll forget. And down here, you can see I need to feed my fish. Gnome is my fish. I need to feed Gnome every other day. So that's what that's about. So let's get into making an event. As you can see, my events are very detailed. This is helpful at the beginning of quarters when I have new classes because I'll get a reminder sent to me on my phone if I have the Google Calendar app, and it'll tell me the room number. So that's pretty helpful. And also for Pride, when I sign up for a Pride, I'll change the name. Like I'm pretty sure this Friday I'll be helping to make honor flight cards. So, and then I can put the room as well and call it good. And I get a reminder about that, and I never have to check FlexiSchedule or anything after signing up. So all of my organization is in this one place. Now, getting into making events. So let's say I'm a cohort A student, so I would need to start making events for Thursday. So you click on more options, and you can set up these repetition settings. So for our hybrid schedule right now, our Wednesdays are different. So if you want to set up something repeating and your cohort A, you'd want it Monday and Thursday. If you're cohort B, you'd want it Tuesday and Friday. But in this case, I'll just say Monday, Thursday, repeats every 1 week. All right. And now you could either do just the school day if you don't care about having all the in-depth information like I do, which would just be inputting 8:10 to 3:20, and you just put school. Or if you want to do it in depth, you should go to the Bettendorf High School website and you can find the bell schedules, and that'll tell you everything you need to know. So if I want to put in block 1, 8:10 to 9:25, so you just put that in. You can change the color if you want. I do like to color code things. I'll just do blueberry for this one. You can set up a notification. You can set up a location if this weren't a class, if it were some event, and a description. This is helpful if you have a Zoom link you need, because then the Zoom link can just be in your calendar if you put it in the description. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. But yeah, just put that in. And now, oops, I put PM. Yeah, watch your PMs and AMs, especially if you inputted a time before. There we go. And that's going to repeat every Monday and Friday, or sorry, Monday and Thursday. I forgot how school works. Okay, and then when you make a change, I'll just do this for the sake of example. You can change just the event. This and following events are all events. So in this case, I should have changed all events. And there you can see now all of the events are changed, because before I'm pretty sure I only clicked change that event. So if you have a link in there, as you can see, I have a Meet link, and it'll just pop up right in your calendar. And that's a repeating thing, so it just keeps going on. And for other stuff, to make a reminder, you can click create, or just click on the time and you can switch it to reminder. If you're doing it on your phone, then you need to click create. You can't just click somewhere and make a reminder, I'm pretty sure, at least on my phone. But yeah, those are the basics of using Google Calendar for organization. I'm going to forget to delete all of these random events I made for the sake of example, so I'm going to do that right now. There we go. Alright, yeah, that's how you delete, by the way. I guess that was helpful, maybe. But yeah, and as you can see, I have all these other events like band, community conservation club, and it also tells you holidays and stuff. So this is very helpful for keeping me on track, because I'm never worried about when something is, because I always know it's on the calendar if I ever need to look. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, just let me know in Google Classroom in the comments, or shoot me an email, 142867. Yeah, thanks for watching.